I command every room that I walk in. People can't help, they start talking. You know you can't hate on my shade cause I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. That's right, a melanin poppin' queen. When I arrive on the scene, coming in with the model lean, not looking to be seen by others, but they can't help themselves. The brothers stare, the haters glare. True queens stand a little taller. It makes them smile and holler. I see you, queen, walk. You see me in all of my glory, but you don't know my full story. I used to walk with my head bowed down. Now I hold it up to support my crown. My style is part of my magic. If you don't see it, it's really tragic. Just watch me walk. Watch me walk. I am the color of beautiful.
Hello, beautiful people. It is Wondrously Made Wednesday. Dr. Karen Moore here, and I am coming live to you from the virtual Color of Beautiful studios here in the Global Business Plaza. And it is really a great space. We're so glad to be in the Global Business Plaza and be able to show the beautiful studios that we have created here in Go Brunch. And it really is an amazing, amazing space. If you look on the side there, you'll see the arrows that when you come to this storefront, you can click on those different arrows and go into our different rooms and be able to get a feel for how our membership, the Melanin Pop and Beauty's Power Circle works, and how the workshops, some of the rooms that we have the workshops in. And we have something very special that we're launching in the next couple of weeks that I am working very, very hard to get up and ready to go for January and February. We're going to do a virtual installation of Who Told You Your Black is Not Beautiful. So it's going to be separate rooms where each of the women are talking about their experience with colorism and dealing with Who Told You Your Black is Not Beautiful. So we're really looking forward to it. It is going to be really a really great space, an amazing experience. And we'll be posting more about that by the end of the week because we hope to launch the weekend of Martin Luther King Jr. birthday celebration. We're looking forward to launching that weekend for this really great experience here in Go Brunch with a film installation. And this was suggested to me by one of my instructors who talked about me actually doing a physical installation of the film. And I thought that was really a great idea. And we're working on that for the Color of Beautiful Day in April here in Philadelphia, having a physical installation where there'll be different kiosks and people can go to the different kiosks and hear the women tell their stories. And so we are working on that for the physical location. But in the meantime, I thought it'd be a great idea to set that up virtually through Go Brunch because there's so many opportunities and spaces that you can create here in Go Brunch. So that's what we're going to be doing virtually, and it will open the weekend of Martin Luther King Jr. birthday celebration. So look forward to that, and it'll be running through Black History Month. It'll be Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays where you can go in during certain times. It's like going to a museum. It really is like going to a museum. So there'll be certain times that will be available for you to come in and see the and experience the installation. And that'll be on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, every weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And we'll have more information coming up about that and how you can purchase a ticket to be able to get in and see the installation. So today, on this Wondrously Made Wednesday, we're talking about the beauty of becoming, embracing your journey to self-confidence and grace. And this is one of the things I think is really important for us to really begin to tap into as we go into 2025 and making different decisions about who we're becoming and what we want to do with our lives and what we want to do with our businesses and the amazing women that we continue to become and to evolve into. And we talked about Monday unleashing the things that we're going to unleash this year for all of the different things that we're going to do. So I have a couple of points that I want to make to you. First of all, for me, it's being anchored in the scripture. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And when you think about that, when you think the creator of the universe who created you did not create you less than, did not create you to not walk in your beauty, did not create you because you're fearfully and wonderfully made. And this Wondrously Made Wednesday, that's what we focus on, the fact that we are wondrously made by an incredibly creative, versatile God who didn't just paint in one shade. I say this all the time. He's the creator of the universe, and he creates in all kinds of colors and all kinds of shades. So if he made you whatever shade he made you, it is beautiful, it is wonderful, and it is wondrous. And so that's something that I want you to tap in today, about how the creator of the universe created you in a way that's fearful and it's wonderful and it's wondrous, right? And so as we're looking at the journey and we're defining the journey, our journey of becoming who God created us to be, and it's about embracing the journey. It's about embracing the ups and downs, the highs, the lows, the pitfalls, the mountaintops. We've got to embrace all of it, because in order to get to the mountain, you got to go through the valley, you got to climb, and sometimes it's not a smooth climb. Most mountains are not a smooth climb. I don't think any mountain is a smooth climb. So sometimes you're going to climb, it's going to be a little rough climbing, you might slip a little bit. So then you regroup and you keep climbing. So the other thing is that self-confidence is not natural for most people. It's something that has to be developed. And you develop it by celebrating the small wins that you have, not waiting for something that's like this major thing that builds your self-confidence. You can build your self-confidence just by the small little wins that you take the time to celebrate. And it doesn't, even if you got an article done today, or if you got an image done today, or if you completed a project today. The projects are usually big wins, but just the first step even in a project. And I'm learning that more and more as I mentioned that I'm in a film scholars program, and we are building for this next documentary that I'm doing. We're doing it incrementally. And so each step that I complete is a win as I'm on this journey to doing this documentary. So when I look at, okay, so today I made a decision, or I put in place a strategy, even if it's just putting up something in place, I put in place a strategy for how I'm going to complete this task. And when you complete that task, let's celebrate that task. And then the other thing is something I regularly talk about, and that is silencing the inner critic. I can look at myself and say, okay, maybe I'm not as far advanced as some of the other people in my class might be, or maybe I'm not as far as anybody else that I may look at or follow or whatever. And then that inner critic will tell me that's because you're not good enough, or the inner critic will tell me that's because you're not disciplined enough, or you're not organized enough, or whatever the inner critic is that tells us the things that are negative about ourselves. We've got to silence that inner critic. And so one of the ways to silence that is by scripture if you're a scripture reader, and know that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Affirmations, if you like to do affirmations. I do affirmations also, as well as scripture. And one of my affirmations that I do is, you are enough. Everything that God has put in you is enough. You are enough. And that helps to silence my inner critic that wants to tell me I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not beautiful enough. But actually, inner critic, I am. I am enough. I am smart enough. I am beautiful. And I am worthy of everything that God has granted me and enabled me to do. It is enough because He's given me the strength to do all of it. And He's given me everything I need to do all of it. Believe that you have everything you need to do everything it is that you want to accomplish. And those things that maybe you feel like you might be lacking, and then find out where to go and get the resource that you need, the information that you need, the training that you need. Figure out where it is you need to go to get that training or whatever it is that you need, because what's in you can be enhanced by so many different ways. But you've got to start with knowing that you have the capacity and that you have the capability to do anything and everything that you want to do. So I want to leave that with you today on this Wondrously Made Wednesday, that you have the ability, the capability to do anything and everything that you want to do. And I just want to remind you to embrace the journey. That can sometimes be the hardest thing, is embracing the journey, because sometimes we get stuck and we have a setback and we want to get stuck in the setback, but don't get stuck in the setback. Embrace the journey. Okay, this is setback. So one of the audio books I'm listening to is The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. And so, if you let them do whatever it is they're going to do, but then you let me. She said the other part of that is you have to let me. What am I going to do going forward? So you let them do whatever they're doing. Doesn't concern you. Don't worry about it. Don't get caught up in it. Don't be engulfed in whatever it is. Let them do whatever they're going to do, but then let me do what I'm going to do, and let me move forward in everything that I want to move forward. And there's a whole lot more in that let me thing, but that's just for what we're talking about today. The let them theory, just let them do what they're going to do. Let me move ahead and do what I'm going to do. So I encourage you today, as we are talking about unleashing, that's my word for the year, unleash. And so as we're talking about unleashing and embracing, as you unleash, you have to embrace the journey, because some things will work, some things may not work, but we're going to embrace the journey and know that God gave us everything we need to be successful and to succeed. So you know how we do it here, people. We say it loud. We wear it proud. Oh, before I do that, though, don't forget, I put a link in there for you to come and visit the Color of Beautiful Studios here. My really amazing space. You'll see up there, there's a welcome video that kind of lets you know what you're in store for. And feel free to go through each and every one of the rooms. There's a lounge, and there's an art gallery where you can purchase the art. And there's a lot of other things here at the Color of Beautiful Virtual Studio. So we say it loud. We wear it proud. I am the color of beautiful. Be blessed.